In this video, I'm going to show you an easy method to make dark melodies, so let's get right into it. I'm going to start off with a flat piano, so I got Keyscape loaded up. I'm going to start off with something just like real simple. And we're just going to loop this section right here. I think we'll copy this over, and then on this one, probably just bring this one down to semitone. See how that sounds. Yeah, so something real simple like that. Maybe just add a just the bass line. I'm probably just gonna have it go all the way across just one note. Just kind of hitting like that. Alright, let's add a little bit to the high end. Just a little counter melody. Alright, so now that we got the pattern laid down, I'm going to just switch out the sound. Yeah, this one sounds pretty tough. It's kind of got a lot going on, but I'll fix that after. So for this one, just because I like the sound that this one has. So we're going to exit out of here, go to the mixer first, and click on this right here, disc recording. Oh, hold up. You gotta actually press on the record. So just render it. Make sure you cut the remainder too. You don't want it bleeding off. And then just hit start. And then that's gonna put it into the playlist. So just grab it right here. And if you don't see it right here, like you can see right here, this is just the pattern. You can click on this one right here. And that will pop up the waveform. So basically we just exported it out. And then with the exported version, we can double click on this, open up the waveform, and then just reverse it from right here. And then you're going to get this effect. And also, if you laid down some chords, you're going to want to make sure you split it up. So make sure you just cut every single one of these right here. And I kind of build a habit of doing it most of the time, but for this melody I only had one root note. So if you have different notes playing on your bass line, which usually you do, you know, you have it going up or down, you want to grab all those, split them up into each individual bar, and then just reverse it. So basically this one was at the end over here, but I just took it, put it to the beginning, and then you kind of go work your way backwards. So then this one was the beginning one, it goes all the way to the end now. So that way when you play it, now the bass line that you had, now it plays like in order that you had it. Let me turn this down real quick, it's a little loud. So now when we play this, you might see that now it has a popping sound, and you're like, well shit, I don't want my melody sounding like that. So this actually took me a while to find out, but you can actually just zoom in right here, click on the waveform again, and you're going to want to go right here, go to, you can do whichever one. I think I like to do the generic one. I don't really remember, but then you can just go right here. So on each individual one of these right here, you want to grab it, bring it backwards like that, and you can see how it has this like cone shape. The tip of that cone, you want that to be at the very end of the, pretty much touching the next waveform right there. So don't have it too far back, and then don't have it overlapping like that. You want it to be right up on the edge like that. And then pretty much you just got to do that on every single one of them. So you would go to the next one, do the same thing, bring it backwards, make sure it just hits the end right there. And it could be annoying having to do that, you know, every time you want to reverse a melody, but you know, you got to put work in it. Alright, so now when you play it, you'll notice that you don't have that clipping sound anymore. Alright, so now that we got that melody, and I went with that one, a little more higher pitched one, because I wanted to throw halftime on it, really get that slowed down effect to it. So yeah, that's how you can kind of get a darker feel. Alright, so now with halftime on it, now it sounds like this. Alright, so you can see just reversing your melodies can make it sound a lot darker, but a lot of it is also sound selection. So you want to make sure you get like a eerie sounding synth, or you can always do just a regular flat piano sound. That always sounds just super dark when you reverse it like that. But yeah, it's a super easy technique to get that dark sounding effect that you hear in a lot of beats. And if you don't have halftime, I want to show you one last technique you can use to still get that dark effect to it. Alright, so I like this preset right here called Defective Bells. And we're just going to lay down, hold on, put a pattern right here. Alright, so we're just going to lay down a counter melody, and I want to lay down something a little more fast paced so I can show you that effect. Maybe something like this. And then we'll copy this over, and then on the second one we'll kind of switch this up. Just a subtle change, but just to add a little variation in it, so it's not just so repetitive. This one go a little more down. Alright, so I like to randomize the notes as well. Just a little pro tip to kind of just add a little more dynamics to it. And then to create that halftime effect that I was talking about, what you want to do is grab all the notes. So just Control A, and then you're going to drag this all the way across, double the amount. So if this is 8 bar, you're going to drag it all the way to a 16 bar. And then just make sure at the end right here they have it right up onto the end, because you don't want that messing up the time signature of the whole melody. So alright, so once you got it set like that, when you play it, you can see that it creates that kind of halftime effect that you would get. Now obviously this is going to be super limited because you don't have the actual plugin, so you're only going to be able to get so much of an effect. But you know, you can do that and then pitch it down too, and that'll also create that darker feel that halftime gives you. So it'll sound more like this. Or you can pitch it back up. I kind of like it where it was right here because it kind of fills up more of that higher end of the EQ range. And just to show you how it looked on the EQ, this is what I was talking about. So it fills up all this higher end right here, and you can leave this mid-range. I even like to turn it down sometimes if it's kind of bleeding in too much of that middle range right there. I like to turn it down because that's where the vocals sit, so you don't want too much going on right there. So just like that, fill in the higher range like that. We'll just bring this up a little bit, and then you can see the main melody on the EQ range. This is filling up all the middle range, so that's why I was saying you don't want too much going on right there. And then just cut out the low end, obviously. Alright, I just gave you guys a bonus tip, so if you guys appreciate that, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. I'm gonna play this one more time for you guys so you can see how it came out. But if you guys want to see a video on how to improve your hi-hats, make sure you watch this video next, and I'll see you there. Peace.